Check out this laundry room. Hey guys, Mike from RV Blogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And before we begin our RV tours today, I just wanted to take a minute and thank our sponsor of this video, RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. Now, we tour tons and tons of RVs, as you guys know, so who sees more RV mattresses than we do? Not many people. And one thing we notice in every RV is that the mattress that comes with many new RVs is not a great mattress. It's just like this one that's in our Class A RV. Usually they're a 4 or 5 inch foam mattress, not a very good quality, and they do fail over time, and you'll find yourself putting a mattress topper on there to make it feel better. I'm embarrassed to say we've waited 2 years till we replaced our mattress, but we finally did. And so why did we choose RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding? Well, for a number of reasons. The biggest of which is we know a lot of full-time RVers that have used RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding in their RV, and we hear awesome things all about them. First of all, they're comfortable. They make mattresses that fit your RV or van. They can make different sizes for many different size mattresses. As you know, they're not standard residential sizes that go in an RV or a van. Second of all, they have a 120-night sleep trial period. So if you don't like your mattress, they'll take care of that with you and get another one that suits you better. And it comes with a lifetime limited warranty, which gives me a lot of peace of mind. They also ship to wherever you are. We had our mattress shipped to a campground where we were camping. Just make sure they accept big packages, but they'll ship anywhere to where you are in the US for free. And their manufacturing facilities right in Arizona, so it's very easy and quick shipping period to send it on out to you. Now, we got a short king size mattress in our particular RV. We went with their signature hybrid mattress, which is their best-selling mattress. We figured we'd go with one that most people choose, and we've heard from people that have this mattress and they seem very happy with it. We also went with, they have a soft, medium, and firm choice. We chose the medium. Now, if you're interested in ordering an RV mattress for your RV, we suggest you head on over to rvmattress.com/RV Blogger and use discount code RV Blogger so you can save 30% on your new mattress. So here I am on our nice new mattress, and it is comfy. It's even got this nice pillow top here, which is super soft on top of the medium firmness, and it feels perfect. If you guys are interested in getting an RV mattress from Brooklyn Bedding, just go to rvmattress.com/RV Blogger. And don't forget to use discount code RV Blogger so you can save 30% on your new RV mattress. This travel trailer is the Crossroads Zinger model number 340LR. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 8,788 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 2,412 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 11,200 pounds. The hitch weight is 1,124 pounds. It measures in at 38 feet even, and it can sleep up to 6 people. The gray tank size is 84 gallons, which accounts for the fact that it has the really large laundry room. The black tank is 42 gallons and the freshwater tank is 45 gallons. When you first walk into this RV, on the right-hand side is where the owner's bedroom and bathroom are located. Straight ahead is the gigantic laundry room that we all want to see. It is amazing. And then at the back end of the camper here, we have the living and kitchen area, which is huge. Now, our first impression walking in here is that, wow, this kind of feels like a fifth wheel, right? It's got plenty of open space. It's got opposing slides, which means slides on both sides of the camper to make it extra wide. And it's got a kitchen island. So it feels really, really great in here. Really, really nice and spacious. I guess we'll start right in the kitchen area and just sort of wrap our way on around. First of all, in the kitchen here, you'll notice that we have this really large size pantry on the right hand side with 2 fixed shelves in there. Down below, a large size drawer for additional items. Then you've got this really nice sized 12-volt refrigerator with separate freezer on top. Both are really huge, so a great size fridge in here. Then we have a microwave oven up top, vent hood below that, 3-burner propane stove, and then a real oven down below that, and there's even a pots and pans drawer down below the oven. Next to that, we've got a window over top of tons of cabinets or countertop space in here. There's also a receptacle on the side if you want to plug in your coffee coffee maker, toaster, what have you, you could easily do that. And then up top here, really good sized cabinet. It's got these nice glass insets, so it looks really, really nice and residential in here. I love the hardware in here too. It's like a two-toned black and nickel hardware finish, so it looks really, really sharp. Down below this cabinet, or countertop space, I don't know why I keep calling this a cabinet, we have more storage here, and then you've got your kitchen drawers for all of your kitchen utensils. Now, right across from the cooktop and all is where this island is located. I really like this. It's kind of a different kind of island that I've ever seen. First of all, this is where your double bowl sink is located here, and this has a nice big gooseneck faucet with an integral sprayer, so you can wash your dishes really easily. Down below that, we've got a couple of cabinet doors here with lots of storage underneath. And then we get to the rest of this kitchen island, and it comes with a couple of stools that you could sit on, but one person could sit on each side. Plenty of room to easily sit here and enjoy a light meal or breakfast together, or a cup of coffee or what have you. There's even a receptacle under the island, so if you needed to plug in your computer and work on some trip planning or answer some emails or whatever you need to do while you're on the road, you are in good shape there. Now, as we swing on past the kitchen area, we kind of go into the living area now, and this is where you've got your TV. You've got some storage above that. Below the TV, a little bit of additional storage with these couple of drawers. And then you've got your fireplace down below. As we swing on around, this is where your nice big comfy couch is located. And it actually feels pretty comfortable sitting here. Now, one feature that I really like about this trailer is it's got the back window. And we've had a few comments on the YouTube channel from folks that wanted us to show some trailers with back windows, because sometimes when you back into your spot, you actually do have a nice view. Sometimes you don't, but sometimes you do. And if you do, you certainly want a big window to enjoy that view. There's also a couple windows on either side, so you can open them up, get a nice cross breeze in here, and really enjoy yourself. Also above the couch, we've got a couple of storage cabinets up above. Now, for some reason, they don't have the hardware that helps the door stay open when you open it, but you can buy that off a line on Amazon. They're very easy to install yourself. Anybody can do it. And then those cabinet doors will open and stay open for you, so you can access things and then you can close them down. Now, underneath of this couch, this piece, the front piece, just folds down, and you've got storage under one half. And then you've got your furnace under the other half of this couch. I've never seen a setup quite like this, because you're really not supposed to block this opening when the furnace is on. It needs all the air it can get in order to work properly and efficiently. And so if you use your furnace, I recommend you leave this in the down position so everything works correctly. But most of the time, we don't really use our furnace in an RV, and we chase the nice weather or we camp in the shoulder seasons, but you don't always need to use your furnace, so it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. Now, there's one other nice feature about this couch, and that is that you can remove the armrests, and then it will jackknife out into a bed. And this is going to be a pretty good sized bed. I mean, we're looking at a length here of, from cabinet to cabinet anyway, of, gosh, just about 74 inches. And then the width on it's about 42 inches. And so, an average size adult would be able to sleep on this couch very, very comfortably. On each side of the couch, there's also an end table with some open storage underneath. And there's also a receptacle on each side on top of the end table. You could put a lamp on each side, or certainly charge up any, computer or electronic devices that you would need to. Now, as we wrap on around through the living room, we come to these recliners. Now, these are Thomas Paine recliners, very nice and comfortable. They are not mounted to the floor, and I'll show you why. This is where they would sit in position, so they look like they're in the right spot. But if you want to use this to be able to recline, you actually have to pull your recliners out pretty far, because you'll notice when you sit here, if you want to recline all the way back, the headrest goes back very, very far. And if you leave the recliner in its original position, it'll hit the wall. So if you want to lay back really far and really chill out or take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, you got to pull them out off the wall a little bit. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just something to note inside of this camper. So here I am sitting at the dinette in here, and it is the type of dinette that has the 4 separate chairs. I like this a little bit better than a booth because you can scooch around, you can sort of get towards the end of the table and give yourselves a little bit more room so you're not elbow to elbow in the middle. But it's a nice sized table. It's also a freestanding table, so you can shift it around a little bit. Above that, we've got this nice oversized window, and then 3 lights over top of the dinette table that look very, very nice. On that end of the dinette, there are a couple of USB ports on the wall that you could use either from your recliners or here at the dinette table while you're working or charging phones or whatever you need to do. So here we are in the very front of this trailer now in the owner's bedroom, and feels pretty nice and roomy in here. The first thing you'll notice is that there's a window on each side of the bedroom, which allows for you to have a nice cross breeze when you're in here. Starting from the top down, we have this nice big shelf with open storage over top. I would probably add a cargo net or something in here. If you're going to store things overhead like this and you're driving down the road, they're probably going to fall off the shelf. But a little cargo netting can solve that problem very easily. On each side of the bed, there's also a mirrored wardrobe closet here. So it's got a bar up top. You can hang all your garments in here and even store some things underneath. And then behind each cabinet, there's another shelf for you to store things there. Maybe you can put your book or computer or your phone while you're sleeping at night. And then each side also has an end table. So if you folks need a CPAP machine or something like that, you've got plenty of room to put things on each side of the bed. There's also a receptacle on each side and USB ports as well. So you can plug in and power up anything you need to do. Up top under the shelf, there is a light on each side, so each person can have their own little reading light. And then down below the bed, it's all open storage under there. You could have some clear storage bins to keep things in, or maybe just store your shoes and stuff under there, whatever you would like to do. Now the bed size in here is 74 inches by 60 inches. And so for you folks that are looking for an 80-inch bed, which would be a residential queen size bed, this one's what's called a short RV queen because it's only 74 inches. So you taller folks, this might be a tougher bed for you. Your feet will be hanging off the end. I like to sleep that way personally, so it wouldn't bother me. But anyway, you can certainly do that in here. Now, the mattress that's in here is kind of a thinner mattress. And you know, Susan and I see a ton of mattresses when we do our RV reviews. And to be quite honest with you, the RV mattresses that come with the campers aren't very comfortable. You might be comfy the first season that you sleep on it, but eventually they wear out pretty quickly and you'll need to get yourself another mattress. We got a mattress from Brooklyn Bedding at RV Mattress, and it's been really, really terrific for us. If you'd like to get a new mattress for your RV, just shoot me an email at mike@rvblogger.com, and I'll send you a discount code on your mattress at RV Mattress. Now here I am in the bathroom, and Susan is standing in the bedroom shooting into the bathroom. I do want to note very quickly, there are 2 doors into the bathroom. One is from the bedroom and one is from the hallway. But here I am standing in the shower like I usually do. And let's see what our head measurements are in here. So from the shower base to the ceiling, we have 6 feet 4 inches. From the shower base into the vent cover, which I don't really think you would want to stand here, but it would be 6 feet 7 inches. And the headroom in the entire camper from floor to ceiling is 6 feet 9.5 inches tall. So for you taller folks, this would probably be a pretty good option for you to be able to have enough headroom. Anyway, I'm in a corner shower stall here, which feels very nice and roomy. I really like the corner shower stalls with the glass doors. They don't work so great with a curtain, but if you put the glass doors in, they really, really work well. Now the size of this shower, let me get a good measurement, is about 32 inches, so it would be 32 inches in each direction from the corner. There's also a sprayer that you can use and remove, and then it's got a nice corner shelf in here for all your soap and shampoo, and a little shelf on the bottom that you could put your foot on for you ladies who need to shave your legs and things like that. Now outside of the shower, we've got On my right hand side, all of this cabinet space in here, it's not very deep, but you could certainly store linens, towels, extra TP, toilet chemicals, all that good stuff in there. There's plenty of space for all that. On my left hand side, or your right, is where the vanity is located and the medicine cabinet. So good sized medicine cabinet. It's got a little soap and toothbrush holder here, good sized sink, and there is a receptacle off to the right side of that. And then there's a little bit of extra storage underneath the vanity sink. Now here I am sitting on the commode, and I certainly will pass the elbow test in here with flying colors, but don't go away yet. It's not the end of the tour. We still need to take a look at that laundry room, and you're gonna love it. Check out this laundry room. It's the biggest laundry room we've ever seen in any travel trailer, fifth wheel, Class A RV, anything, anywhere. This is awesome. You can actually get a separate washer and dryer in here. The dryer actually vents outside, so it works really well. It'll dry your clothes on the first try in 40 minutes instead of the other kind that's ventless and they don't work so well. Over top of that, you'll notice there's a nice size window in here to give you plenty of light inside. You've got your plugs on both sides to plug in the washer and dryer. But what a great setup. And there's tons of room in here for you to be able to move around. Also over here, there's a little shelf here. So if you need to put anything here while you're doing laundry, you can easily do that. And there's even some drawers built in here for additional storage for you. And then behind me here is another really nice big cabinet. Some of it can be for storage, and some of it you can put your laundry detergent and dryer sheets and all that good stuff in here too. But by far, biggest laundry room we've ever seen. Here we are outside of this RV, and there is an outdoor shower, and there's also this gigantic pass-through storage area in the front of the trailer. Hey guys, let us know what you think about this awesome travel trailer with this gigantic laundry room. We would love to hear all of your thoughts down below in the comments. We enjoy reading them all and trying to answer them all, so we'll look forward to seeing you there. But if you want to check out even more travel trailers with some really cool floor plans, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.